so this is an update on my Aspirations challenge. I'm currently on Generation 4, which is Chelsea Sorn. If you don't know what the Aspirations challenge is, basically it's just a challenge where I do a different aspiration with a different generation. So I always use the firstborn sim unless they die, then I use a sibling as an heir or as a backup. And I randomize all their traits and I pick their aspiration according to what matches up with their traits. So in this case, the last time it was Arya Sorn, and her aspiration was Joke Star, and now it's her daughter Chelsea, and her aspiration is Computer Whiz, which I have now finished. I just recently completed that one. It was actually really easy for someone who is always on the computer like she was. So this is Chelsea. She is 15 days away from becoming an elder, and she is a mean geek and she's squeamish. So with the mean interaction, or the mean trait, she's nice to her kid, but other than that, she's not very welcoming or warm to anybody. She doesn't really hang out with her family very much because she'd rather be alone in her office playing on her computer. And for the squeamish trait, she doesn't like going outside very much, and she doesn't like cats or rodents. So that's just kind of what I made up for her. She doesn't mind dogs. She has a dog. This is her second dog that she's had now. But anyway, this is her house. She lives in Willow Creek, but it's not where she started out. She actually started out living in Newcrest. So she moved there as a young adult, and I downloaded this house off the gallery. I just really liked it. I was using a house that Little Simsy had made for the house that they started out in. So this is her house now. For some reason when I go into camera mode it's a little bit glitchy, but there's just a bathroom like right here. I'm just kind of going through the house a little bit while I tell her story. So she moved into a house in Newcrest and started working as a tech guru. And she also brought the family dog Wallace, a Great Dane, with her because they had kind of more of a connection than anybody else in the house. So I decided that she would bring Wallace with her. These are the family heirlooms. So this flower here was given to her great grandma. I think it's just one great. Yeah, her great grandma, Demi. That was given to Demi by her husband. And then the violin was her grandma Juliet. And then the Easter egg was Arya's. And then Chelsea will have one as well that she passes down. So I really like the kitchen. I just love this house. I think it's just a really well-made house. I furnished it, but I didn't really renovate or anything. Like, I just kind of kept it how it was. This is like their little backyard area. And I didn't do much with that because she's not really into being outside very much because she's a squeamish sim. And, oh no, the dog. Oh, that's not good. Okay, anyway, just ignore that. I guess the dog didn't care that, we had company coming over. So just going up the stairs, or trying to go up the stairs. So this is the upstairs of the house, just like a bathroom here with a shower. And sorry if it's like super leggy. It's even leggy in my game right now. It's kind of annoying. This is Chelsea's bedroom. And this is her office, like her little gaming area. She's got like gaming posters. She has a really cool fish tank right here. And right now she is currently creating a mobile app, I believe, because you actually do make money from doing that. You get like a royalty, just like when you write books. So that's what she's doing right now. So she started working as a tech guru, and I think she started at level 3 because as a teen she was constantly on the computer. So she had, well, not constantly on the computer. Well, there's that, but she also did her homework. So she got up to level 3, and then she advanced because she was always on the computer. And she already had like good programming skills. And, oh, wow. Okay, you know what? He's just learning, okay? So just, go easy on him. This is Arlo. He is a musical sim. He's just new to the piano. He's more of a violin kind of guy. So, or he was, but he's a teen now. So anyway, that's Arlo. And this is his bedroom. Yeah, that's pretty much their entire house. Anyway, so Chelsea started dating a guy named Brandon McDonald. Unfortunately, he's dead now, but I can still show you with Brandon. This guy right here, the one with all the negative interaction, or the negative relationships. So he was an evil, music-loving vegetarian, and so they got together, and he was actually really horrible towards her, and she ended up getting pregnant and had Arlo, their son, who also got the red hair. That's now 5. Yeah, he'd be the 5th generation. And he also has red hair. I haven't seen any other hair color yet for any of the heirs, which is a little bit frustrating. I was trying to break that by having babies with people that don't have red hair, but we just keep getting redheads. So it's turning into the ginger legacy at this point. But anyway, Brandon was really horrible to her, and they were in a very abusive relationship. It even got physical too as well, and it came very naturally. It was almost like Brandon wanted to hate Chelsea. Like he was really bad, and also not very nice to Arlo either. And it just kept getting worse and worse. I did get her a lottery ticket on lottery day because I was really hoping that, for some reason the trees are doing this thing in my game. Oh no, that's just how it looks. It's just really bad graphics. Anyway, so yeah, I got a lottery ticket because I was really hoping that she was going to win the lottery and she'd be able to leave Brandon and take all her millions and go live somewhere else. But instead, she stuck around until she completed her resolution. She's now a level 9 in programming, which is good. So anyway, yeah, I forgot what I was saying because I'm so excited about getting to level 9. I think that's what she needed for her promotion. Oh no, it's video gaming. I'm doing the wrong thing? Really? That's horrible. Okay, let's get her to play Sims Forever. She can also live stream, which is interesting. She has a lot of fans for live streaming. Anyway, so she just saved up enough money. And finally, after Brandon got like pretty physical, they got into physical fights like in front of Arlo while he was a toddler. So they finally broke up, and then Chelsea and Arlo moved here to Willow Creek. She took the dog and her kid, and she moved here. Unfortunately, it was not this dog. It was Wallace. I'm going to get Arlo to take the dog for a walk, I think. Go for a short walk. He could use some fresh air. He's always in his room. So anyway, yeah, so they moved to Willow Creek, which is where they live now. And I think life just got like way better. Brandon kept showing up though. Like even as a child, Arlo would be like hanging out outside in the front yard, and he would just randomly show up, and it was kind of creepy. So we tried to keep Arlo away from Brandon though, because he was just really not a good guy. And so Chelsea is now an APM queen. I don't really know what that is, but she's an esport gamer, so she's level 9 in her career, which is good. And Arlo just became a teenager. As a child, I was working on this scout. The dog can't do that, yeah. You can't take the dog for a walk from upstairs. You have to like walk to the front of the house. Oh, and he just stepped in that. He's going to be super mad. Wait, okay, call the dog. Wallace unfortunately passed away, even though Wallace and Chelsea had a really, really close relationship. I really liked Wallace. I was so sad when he died. But she just kind of moved on recently and got this dog here. This is Leia, named after Princess Leia from Star Wars because she is a geek. So I thought she would name her dog something kind of geeky. And that was her brother calling, but I guess he gave up. So anyway, Arlo, he is the heir. So his traits are kleptomaniac, unfortunately, and music lover. So he started out with music lover, and so as a child he played the violin a lot and liked to listen to music in his room. And he was also doing the scouting. So I think he got like 6 or 7 badges. It was almost done. I think as a teen he wouldn't really be into it that much. He's kind of a bit of a metalhead, I guess. I don't know. I just see him like as a music lover moving away from the violin and more towards like guitar and piano. And if we had drums in the game, then he'd be into that as well. And he also has a problem with stealing. So anytime he goes to somebody's house, oops, didn't mean to do that. Anytime he goes to somebody's house or goes to school, he comes home with something that he stole, unfortunately. And recently, he's very sad right now because recently his dad died. They weren't very close or anything, but it still is affecting him. He's upset about it. And what else? What else about Arlo? He just recently became a teen, so he still has 14 days till he becomes a young adult. I'm not sure. For now I've given him the friend of the world aspiration. That won't be his aspiration though. I don't really know what to give him yet, based on his traits. So I'll probably pick later after he gets his last trait. Then I will kind of know what to do, I think. But for now, yeah, it's just fine how it is. I feel like Arlo's gonna be a bit of a rebel. Like I don't think he's a bad sim. It's just that I think he's going to be a little bit lost for a while, maybe get in the wrong crowd and do some not so great things, but I think eventually he'll kind of straighten out. But his teen years might be a little wild and messy, I think. And he's pretty close with his mom, but I think that they're going to butt heads because he is going to be pretty rebellious and she's a mean sim, so I can't really see her being very patient with him. So I do plan to have them kind of butt heads a little bit and have some trouble with their relationship. Currently, Chelsea has Cameron Huston as a, well, it's saying that they're soulmates. They're not dating though because he's non-committal. They go on dates, they have booty calls. Other than that, there's not much going on. But I really do want Chelsea to have a relationship with somebody, so I think she's going to break things off with Cameron. I mean, he's got a neck tattoo, and I think the rule for life is don't marry someone with a neck tattoo. I think like that's, it's not written in stone or anything, but I do feel like neck tattoos, are a sign of someone that doesn't really want to make a life commitment to anything but a neck tattoo. So, yeah, anyway, that's, we're probably going to break things off with Cameron, I think, and hopefully she'll find somebody else. I don't really know, she doesn't know anyone else. She kind of has to get out there, but I do feel bad because she's been, like, single for a really long time. Even Cameron doesn't want to commit to her, so that's probably going to end that relationship, I think. And currently there's music playing in his room, but I want to change it to something he would actually listen to. Electronica? Oh god, tween pop, summer strut, spooky. Do electronica, I guess? I don't know. Let's get him to come and, oh, he needs to change. So he has, all of his outfits, like you can kind of get an idea what kind of guy he is. Like, I see him being a bit of a metalhead. He's got long hair, he wears a beanie all the time. He kind of doesn't really care about his look. He's got that, like, yeah, that careless attitude. He can go practice guitar for a bit. There's always music going in his room. Like, even when I turn this thing off, he just turns it back on again. But he's a music lover, so I kind of just let him do what he wants, I think. I'm just trying to think of what else there is. I wish that I knew what his aspiration was going to be so I could work on that, but unfortunately I really have no idea right now. I would like him to, I'm going to play some teenage Sims around this world because I could see him having quite a few friends, maybe a girlfriend, and right now there's nobody. Like, he knows one kid and that's it. His dead dad, his uncle, his dead grandma, and his dead dog. So that's kind of sad. Also, Leia is a hairy dog, so she's constantly shedding. I'm going to get a Roomba, I think. I was waiting for Chelsea to make a little bit more money so we can afford that. She currently has $4,200, so I'm hoping we can save up quite a bit for Arlo when he moves out. I have no idea what my plan for him is yet, but that's kind of why it's interesting to play with these Sims. With the Aspiration Challenge, I'm kind of just taking my time with it, and I play this challenge for me, pretty slowly, I think, and I kind of just, like, I've been doing a lot of, like, with the seasons, today's rebate day. I've been celebrating, like, all the holidays, and getting kind of into it and planning a lot of events and kind of getting to know my Sims and not just playing through. And it's actually really fun. That's why I like this challenge, because I've really been taking my time with it. I'm going to make Chelsea, get her to make some dinner, I think. We will do fish and chips, I think. Yeah, so what else was there? Arlo also got the, what is this word? Gregarious, I think, trait from the friend of the world aspiration. I don't know if that'll change if I change his aspiration, which I probably will, but I think he'll get a different trait after I change that. Anyway, so he's not very good at the guitar, but he does try. As a kid, he had a violin. He had, like, the lower quality violin, and then for Christmas, his mom gave him the really nice one, which I just got rid of because, I mean, he can't play it anymore as an adult. And also, he doesn't strike me as the type to play the violin, so I did get rid of that. And what else? I guess Leia. We could talk about Leia. She is a smart, playful, and hairy. She's actually really cute. We got her as a puppy. She took about, it was like a week after Wallace died until she got this dog. And I knew I wanted to name her something kind of geeky, so I thought Leia was perfect. I was going to name Arlo Anakin from Star Wars as well. And I kind of wish that I had, but I guess the story is that Brandon was like, no way, you're naming the kid Anakin. So he didn't get that name because Chelsea wouldn't let him. That's my story. I'm going to get Arlo to come down and eat some of this. As a kid, he had really good grades, but I could see his grades slipping a little bit. He's a B student right now, but I might even slip to a D. I'm not really sure. I'm kind of just excited to see where it goes, I guess. They will stay in this house. I don't plan on them moving or anything. I don't plan on Chelsea having any more kids either. This is pretty much it. This is going to be their life. I think it's going to get pretty difficult between these two for a while, but they will eventually repair their relationship, and it'll get better. But yeah, I think that is like really all there is to say about this generation. And in the next one, I will try to play through their lives a little bit more. Or maybe not. I don't know. Just kind of like let me know what you want to see from these little updates, because I'm not totally sure what I should be posting. I just think it's kind of interesting to see where I'm at for each generation. But anyway, that is it for the Computer Whiz generation. Thanks for watching.